Tonight, from U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. And the Minnesota Vikings taking on Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Nightfall in Minneapolis in December usually spells freezing temps, and that is precisely the case outside these walls. But we are a comfortable 72 degrees inside U.S. Bank Stadium. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the Pittsburgh Steelers. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
And that's why Dalvin Cook is the Minnesota Vikings featured back. You put the ball in his hands, good things happen. Second in the NFL last year in rushing with 1,557 yards. And that's now back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons with 30 combined total touchdowns. What a player is Dalvin Cook.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
That opening drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before the game, it's working pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate. And guess what? I think the chain crew might have to get a little oxygen over there. They have to keep moving downfield with first downs on each play.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. First down, here's the run with Cook.
Can't be denied, boy.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. 21 yards for Dalvin Cook. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. 7 yards the pickup there. To throw again on second down. Roethlisberger. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. So, Charles, defensively here, you're going up against a veteran quarterback. He's got a lot of know-how, a ton of savvy, but guy who's not the most mobile of quarterbacks. What's the plan of attack?
You spend all week pumping up your defensive front. Your defensive tackles, your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys who go after the quarterback the most, because you know that he's not going to run and beat you consistently throughout the game. You can rush more aggressively off the edge and even up the middle, because even if he evades you, he's not going to go very far. You have a lot more confidence going after him in the pocket.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson. Again, it's Harris on second down. Oh, look at the juke. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Oh, that's a very good run there by Najee Harris, who can take it inside. He can get to the perimeter. He can do it all with his build and his speed. This is a guy coming out of Alabama who did everything for the Crimson Tide. That's why Pittsburgh took him in the first round. Last in the league in rushing as a team last year were the Steelers. They're expecting Harris to kickstart their running game. That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will. But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. And incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Roethlisberger. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter. 7-0 ball game. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He gets it left side to Johnson. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Again, it's Roethlisberger. Open man is Johnson. Touchdown Steelers. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Boswell good with the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. So that drive, 12 plays in length. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails. And he fires one that's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
A throw left side, caught by the tight end Freiermuth. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Roethlisberger will throw. He's got Claypool for a Steeler touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Now, last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Cousins now to throw on first down. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. To the air again, it's Cousins. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he's got this to Jefferson. Touchdown! Justin Jefferson, 33 yards. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied here in the second quarter. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it's polished off by a Viking score. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. One more drive here for the Steeler offense in this first half. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. Roethlisberger's throw hauled in by Washington. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Now Roethlisberger on first down. And he'll get it right back to Washington. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger, completion here to Claypool. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. So we are at half. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Ray McLeod to return. He takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. He gets it complete to Harris. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Fighting through, and he's got space. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big play there on the catch and run.
Well, so often now we're praising tight ends for their nimbleness and how they catch the ball downfield. But occasionally we get a reminder that tight ends, they've got that tough guy aspect too. How about him catching that short one there, shaking off tacklers and turning that into an expansive gain downfield.
To throw again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger over the middle. That's caught by Claypool. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
This is caught. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Zach Gentry, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. To throw is Cousins. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Osborne. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. On 1st and 10, Cousins.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Cameron Sutton. And the Steelers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And some room to maneuver. The 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris, 54 yards. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead now up to 14. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Forced out to his left. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Cousins to throw it.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Cousins now.
Middle of the field to Jefferson.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. To throw, Cousins. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. And now they're in the hurry-up. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Cousins. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling.
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. D.D. Westbrook there to make the grab. And the Vikings have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. Cousins will try and throw. And they're going to get the two-point conversion caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. And the formula there on the two-point trying to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. 99 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Throwing now is Roethlisberger. Here's Johnson with a reception. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they take a knee. Roethlisberger dropping to a knee, and that ought to do it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, you know, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory.